Welcome to the Nine Radio and Television Station. Here come to the news today. Vietnam and the United States signed an agreement to control the logging and timber trade. This is the foundation for the U.S. government to close the investigation in the direction that is not detrimental to the export of woods and Vietnamese wood products to this market, contributing to improving the reputation of the Vietnamese wood industry. This agreement represents a commitment of the Vietnam government in controlling the origin of timber throughout the supply chain related to four specific contents: legal documents of Vietnam regulating the management of legal timber origin, enforcement process on control of legal timber origin in the country and imported, cross-border cooperation between Vietnam and other countries to import timber, strengthen Vietnam's enforcement capacity in cooperation with the United States on legal timber management. On October 5th, the Vietnam Fatherland Fund Committee of Dong Nai Province visited and presented gifts to the ethnic minority households in Vĩnh Cửu district. The delegation visited and gave 300 gifts to the Kora ethnic households in Phu commune. Each gift worth 300,000 VND and the giveaway had a total value of 90 million VND. At the awarding ceremony, chairman of the Vietnam Fatherland Fund Committee of the province, Cavan Quang, expressed his joy when the ethnic people in Phu and the local government actively prevent and control the COVID-19 pandemic, limiting the disease spreading in the community. The chairman of the Vietnam Fatherland Fund of the province hoped that people would continue to implement the regulations on pandemic prevention and protect the local anti-pandemic achievements so that life will soon to return a new normal stage. Regarding the plan to restore the master routes of the Civil Aviation Administration of Vietnam, there are currently 7 consensus localities, including Ho Chi Minh City. However, Hanoi City have not yet given a consensus or not with the plan at Noi Bai Airport. According to the airline representatives, Hanoi is currently one of the 2 aviation hubs with the largest number of passengers in the country next to Ho Chi Minh City. Therefore, the plan to restore domestic flights of airline will depend greatly on Hanoi's permission to reopen routes to and from Noi Bai. The representative of Vietnam Airlines says that the airline has now submitted the operation plan to the Civil Aviation Administration of Vietnam after it is approved by the department and based on the agreement of localities. It will take off again, expected on October 10th. The leaders of the 27 member states of the European Union (EU) yesterday have an informal working dinner meeting in Slovenia, the rotating chair country, to prepare for the summit meeting to discuss receiving more Balkan countries. According to the AFP, this summit was overshadowed by the question, what is the position of the EU before the 2 rival superpowers, the US and China? In an invitation to the meeting in Slovenia, European Council President Charles Michel called for the EU to be more dynamic and efficient. When recalling situation in Afghanistan, the birth of the UK-US-Australia AUK-US alliance caused a diplomatic crisis with France as well as relations with China. For his part, French President Emmanuel Macron says that the recent submarine crisis is still an opportunity that the EU needs to seize. Some other topics that could be debated at the meeting are creation of the rapid response force mobilizing around 5,000 EU troops, immigration records, transatlantic relations after Angela Merkel's time, and especially the flu crisis are causing concern for many European countries. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan yesterday began 2 days of talk with Director of Central Foreign Affairs Commission of Chinese Communist Party Zhang Qiqi in Switzerland. The meeting took place as tensions between the 2 countries increased over a range of issues, including Taiwan. According to the South China Morning Post, the meeting aimed to rebuild communication channels and implement the consensus reached by Chinese President Xi Jinping and the U.S. President Joe Biden. Trade tensions are also at the top of this agenda. The United States says it would consult with the public on removing tariffs with China, as the Biden administration argues that Beijing was not implementing a bilateral trade agreement. That's all on the news today. Thanks for watching us. Have a good time. Goodbye.